idea. I want to do my nails and I want to inspire someone to do their nails as well, because I know it's hard out there for pimp. Alright, welcome back, babes and gentlemen, from the house of quarantine. So, I ordered this from eBay. This is the Polygel nail kit. Polygel nail kit. 20 or 30 bucks. I gotta check my phone and just to make sure. But let's go ahead and open it up. And I know you guys, if you have Facebook or Instagram, if you've been kind of researching nails, the Polygel, they've popped up numerous times. And I was just very curious because it looked like, you know, it looked like easy maintenance to me. So these are just like the molding kits, and you just put them like so. Maybe that one's a little too big, like so. With the Polygel right here. So this package came with a couple of those molding kits, a filer. This is the Polygel, Poly Extension Gel, and the company is called Meet Across. I'll put a link if it actually works good. If not, I'm going to try a different brand because I actually really want something that's cheap and kind of easy to wear. So that's the Polygel. This is the soak off. So this is when I get tired of them and I feel like I need to soak them off. This is what that is for. And I'm thinking it's kind of like, the acetone when you get gel polish and they soak it off. So soak off gel polish. Okay, so I don't know what the heck that's for, but we'll figure it out together. Yes. Okay, so I don't exactly know what this is. I'm very curious because I didn't see a long stick. That's weird. We're gonna figure that out too together. Okay, this is a base coat. And this is probably what they use. Like I said, if any of you have had the gel polish, what they do is they file it down, get your nails nice and ready, then they do a base coat. So this is the base coat. And honestly, everything looks the same. The base coat looks kind of like the soak off. All right, so, and this is Slip Solution. Not exactly sure what that is. And one thing I'm noticing is I don't see any directions. And like I said, it's Meet Across. So I've also been seeing another one, and it's it was called Model Ones, I believe, and they've been on Facebook. So if this one doesn't work, I'm gonna have to try the Model Ones. And this is what you call a UV light. I guess it's really small. If you guys have been to the nail shops are a lot bigger, but I guess they figure since you don't need too much. All right, okay, so I'm guessing you pull these out. All right, come on, little mama, you can do this. And it seems that it needs a charger. Oh, it's in here. Thank you. Because I sure in the heck didn't want to go find one. All right, so give me a sec while I try to get that out, folks. I got it out. So I'm going to actually need to plug that in. But let me see how it works. Okay, so it's in the house, it's plugged in. As soon as I do one set, I'll definitely come back and go to the UV so you guys can kind of see how that's working out. What I don't see, which I'm hoping is in this tube, are the brushes to brush everything on. And there we go. So found out what it is. You have two ends. Kind of mold it right here and then brush it on. And I'm just gonna put it out there. I've got everything that I need. The brushes, the sculpting tools, the UV light, the molders, and the filers. But I don't have instructions. I'm just gonna go by how I think it goes. But if you order this, you're not kind of well, honestly, it's gonna have to be trial and error, which I don't think it should be trial and error. It should be, you know, give me some directions. Let me know what I'm doing. Does the slip solution go over the file? But luckily, we're gonna figure this out together. And I'm only gonna do one now. And we're gonna do that thumb, that lucky thumb. So what I'm gonna do is just file that thumb down a little bit. My nails are already short because I've been keeping them short. Just in general, for those out there that get their nails done regularly, you know that when you let your nails grow, they're thin. And if you don't cut them off, they will completely break off every time, I promise you. So if you get your nails done regularly and you want to let them breathe, keep them short, or else you're going to be in a world of pain from how often they break. Until, and you guys know what I'm talking about, you get that line that grows completely out, your nails are going to forever be too thin to keep long. So, got a good file on that. I'm going to do the top coat. Pray for me, guys. Like I said, I can't believe I'm doing this because I have no directions. I'm just going by what I think is correct. And like I said, that's the top coat. And kind of stinks a little bit. Stinks a little bit like, oh, and a good thing too is measure your finger out, because once you put that top coat on, you're not gonna want to measure it out. And honestly, it looks like, hang on, it looks as if they don't have any good ones. Okay, that one might work. I think that one might work. And they have them numbered. That's a number 6. I don't know if you can see it. All right, so slip solution. Don't listen to anything she's saying. She means well, but she has to learn. Also, give her credit because she spent all this lovely time to do her nails. Nail shops are closed, and she and I seen this lovely nail kit via online. Yes, idea. I want to do my nails, and I want to inspire someone to do their nails as well, because I know it's hard out there for pimp. So first and foremost, please file all of your nails. You don't have to file them down completely. Just give them a quick brush with the nail filer. You're going to do this with both hands, making sure that it gets done before you move on to the next step. All right, so now you're going to take your base coat and just give each fingernail a thin layer of the base coat. I kid you not, doing your opposite hand is very hard, But please just take your time, give yourself credit. I promise all will fall into place. All right, so now get your UV light and allow the base coat to just kind of sit for about a minute or so. Switch hands and do the same thing to the other side. Okay, so now I'm going to measure up the nail and I'm also going to cut it. This eliminates some of the spillage that is coming out of the mold when I place it onto the nail bed. Okay, so I'm taking a pinky size glob of the poly gel onto the nail molder kit. Brush it out evenly. Sorry, make sure you put the slip solution on it so that it brushes out evenly. And please keep the poly gel away from the top of your nail bed, which eliminates a lot of the spillage as well. So what I did here was put the poly gel on top of my nail as if it were a nail polish, and I'm just taking it and smoothing it out with a couple drops of the slip solution. So this is just a technique that I came up with myself just to kind of make it easier, and I don't have to do as much when I put the nail on top, the molding nail on top of my nail. So now I'm gonna take the molder with the extra poly gel and just press it on, give it a good little press, make sure that there's no spillage, which I think it's doing pretty good right now. And I just, clean it up again, just because I'm super anal. Clean it up again, Liz, come on, let's go. And let it sit for about a minute or so. All right, so for the moment of truth, just give it a little pull and the molder kit comes off right away. And there you go. There you have it. Needs to be filed up and cut and shaped. All right, so next is your top coat. You're gonna give it a good layer of the top coat, and this is for it to have a nice shine to it. Once again, allow it to sit in the UV for about a minute or so and hang tight. And there it is. Very beautiful. So let's move on to the rest of my nails. Smoothing out and wiping and brushing and putting on the mold kit onto each fingernail. All right, while I do all that lovely work, we get to just hang out and talk. How's your day been? Mine's been okay. Just trying to stay busy and working. Kids, they've definitely been giving me a run for my money. What about you? Are you working still? Do you still have a nail tech, by the way? That's a good question. Some of us do, some of us don't. Yes, in the comments below, fill me in. I want to know, how's everything going? But on the flip side, we are learning to do things differently. So let's do things differently. So one recommendation I do have is to place the poly gel on the molder kit before you get ready to do anything. This is an option that you can do just to have them all ready to go. And I say this because the poly gel is super sticky. It makes your hands stick to everything. It makes the molding pieces, the tools stick to everything. So if you just have the poly gel on your molders, you're ready to just place it onto your nail bed. All right, so the next step is to basically just file them down and get them into any shape that you prefer, and also removing any excess that you can. Doing the opposite hand is the worst. I'm getting better at it, but it is definitely hard. So like I said, if you have a friend for this, definitely use them wisely. Okay, so next step is to top coat all of them. This is the fun part. This is the part that tells you you're almost done, and you get to make them all nice and shiny. Like I said before, let them sit under the UV light for about a minute or so and pull them out. You're all done, ready to go. And so definitely not perfect. Have a little bit of edging right there, but and there you have it, folks. Not perfect. Oh, do you like my hair? I did it especially because I felt like I needed to. You know, when you've been inside so long, it does feel good to do your hair. And not just a ragdoll who wakes up and has nappy hair. But yeah, I would definitely recommend it. It does take a while to perfect. So some helpful tips: keep a towel near, maybe a friend if they'll help. Big Daddy took the kids on a walk, so I didn't have a friend, but I did have help because I didn't have any interruptions from the kiddos. The poly gel gets really sticky, so I recommend doing the hardest hand first, or it's easier to spread the poly gel on the mold, because then you don't get it stuck to everything while you're trying to spread it on. The gremlins. All right, well, I locked them out of my room. Anyhow, don't worry about messing up. If you mess up, you can always repolish, put the mold back on, slide it back in the UV light. If you have long nails, it's really good because you can just put the mold over your long nails and it will help them grow longer and stronger. But if you have any other questions, please leave it in the comments below. I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you times 10. Please share this video. Subscribe. You know you want to. Take care and stay healthy. All right, also, if you're anything like me, you miss the hell out of your grandma and you want to cheer her up. So my suggestion, which is what I'm doing, is a mystery box. So that's a candle, and I'm sending her some chocolate, some Twinkies, and a Reese's bunny, alongside with a crap ton of pictures. So my grandma had a stroke and she can't move around like she used to. She can't do things like she used to. She used to love to frequent the stores. She can't do that anymore. So I just want to cheer her up and let her know that I'm thinking about her always and as much as possible. So I'm gonna put that in a box, send it to her, and then have her caretaker send me a video because I just wanted to see. So just some food for thought. Just some food for thought.